Scoliodon. Scoliodon. In that we are going to study about the urinary system of Scoliodon in male. So, in this urinary tract as well as the reproductive tract are combined. So, excretory part it shows a pair of kidneys, a pair of urinary duct and urinogenital sinus. And reproductive part it shows testes, vasa efferentia, Wolffian duct, sperm sac, siphon and the claspers. Now this is the diagram. You can see here in the diagram. So the reproductive as well as the excretory part. Okay. You can see here the vas deferens, testes, okay, sperm sac. Again the claspers we can see here and vesicular. Okay. Now the kidneys. Okay, so this part that shows the a pair of organs. Okay. Now the excretory part. A pair of kidneys are extremely elongated structure extending from the root of liver to the cloacal region. The anterior part of kidney is non-functional. The interior portion becomes narrower and take part in conveying the genital product. This part is designed as an organ of Leydig's or a epididymis. Okay, so it secretes the hormone. That hormone is a sex hormone, that is male sex hormone known as testosterone. Now, the posterior portion is designated as the kidney proper and it is greatly developed. The kidney contains a coiled glandular uniformous tubules or the nephrons. Uriniferous tubules or the nephrons. Uriniferous tubules consist of a double-walled cups known as Bowman's capsule. It encloses the glomerulus and which is much coiled renal tubule. Again, a few renal tubule open into a common collecting tubule. The collecting tubule of the interior portion of the kidney open into the Wolffian duct. The posterior tubules open into ureter, which in turn open into the urinogenital sinus. Now, the mesonephric ducts divided into two, that is dorsal Wolffian duct, ventral Mullerian duct. The Wolffian duct in a male becomes the vas deferens, which is connected with the vasa efferentia from the testes. Now, the male reproductive system. The testes are a pair elongated organ. Each testis is attached to the dorsal body wall by a peritoneal membrane called mesorchium and posteriorly attached by a urinary tissue with the cloacal gland. Vasa efferentia. The sperm cell escape by the vasa efferentia into vas deferens, which becomes extremely coiled in the posterior portion of the kidney. Now the vas deferens, okay, or the Wolffian duct becomes very much dilated from the seminal vesicle. So seminal vesicle open into urinogenital sinus, which in turn opens into cloaca. So the wall of urinogenital sinus has become evaginated to form a sperm sac. There are a pair of sperm sacs designated as siphons are present. The siphons are located under the skin of the ventral side of the body. In the posterior of the sac, these are continued as a siphon tubes which open to the groove of claspers of the respective sides. Siphons, they contain sea water and helps in the expulsion of sperm through the clasper groove. Claspers are nothing, a stiff erectile rod-like copulatory organ. So the copulatory organ that helps at the time of copulation, that is mating of male and female. Now, the copulatory organ, that is claspers, that is supported by cartilages. Claspers has on its dorsal side with a wide anterior opening called apopyle and narrow posterior exit that called hypopyle. A apopyle communicates with the cloaca and the siphon that receives the sperm from the cloaca. The hypopyle serve as an exit for the sperm into the cloaca of female. So the claspers are the copulatory organ that helps the male convey the sperm to the female. Now, thank you. So